Welcome to another video. In today's lesson, we're going to be focusing on reverse percentages. And this is where we get back to the original cost after an increase or a reduction. So I have a few things there in the middle that we are going to be using as a guide throughout this lesson. So let's have a look and see exactly what we would do to get the answers to these questions. So here we go. Firstly, it says after a 10% discount. So keeping in mind that everything begins with 100%. Okay, and if we're having a discount of 10%, it means that we are now at 90%. So here the multiplier is going to be at 90% at the moment. Okay, and we need to now convert this to a decimal. So I'm just going to put the 90% there for now. But we would need to convert this to a decimal a little bit later on. So the new cost, it says that a book would now cost £27. So the 27 is going to be at the top there. So for my solution, I am going to have the original. Okay, so I can write original cost would be equal to the £27 and divided by the multiplier, which is now going to be 90% converted to a decimal. We divide it by 100, so therefore this becomes 0.9. So on our calculators, 27 divided by 0.9 would have been £30. That would have been the original cost. Okay, let's have a look at the next one. So it says here that we have a shirt is now £45. So we can see that the shirt is now £45. Therefore, the new cost, like what we see here, we can put 45 at the top after a 25% increase. So remember, we always start with 100%, and if we increase by 25%, we're now at 125%. So therefore, this is now going to be at 125% as the multiplier. But keep in mind, the multiplier that we have as a percentage needs to now be converted to a decimal. Very good. So now we're going to have the original cost would therefore be equal to 45 divided by 125% as a decimal would have been divided by 100. Therefore, this becomes 1.25. And if we did this on our calculator, this would have been £36. £36 right there. Okay, very well done. Let's have a look at two more questions. So for the next one, it says here that in a sale, the normal price. So here we have a new term, normal price, and this simply means original price just the same. So the normal price of a book is reduced by 20%. So again, reduced by 20%. Everything begins at 100%. And if we reduce by 20%, we're now at 80%. So this multiplier is at 80% at the moment. Okay, and it says that the sale price of the book is £4.80. So we can put this £4.80 at the top right here for our new cost. Okay, so let's put this down for our solution. So we're going to have £4.80 being divided by the 80%. 80% as a decimal. We divide 80 by 100, which is going to give us 0.8. And if we did this calculation, we're going to get £6. So the normal price of the book would have just been £6. Okay. Very well done if you got that one right there. Let's have a look at this one. So it says that a ring costs £270 and 25 pence, including VAT at 15%. VAT is value added tax. So that means you have to pay more than what the original price would have been in order to take this item home. So because VAT is at 15%, it increased the cost by 15%. Okay, so increasing, remember, we always start with 100%, and if we're increasing by 15%, we're now at 115%. So that means that multiplier is now at 115%. Therefore, the cost would have been £270 and 25p. That would now go to the top that we have here. So for our cost before the VAT, so before VAT, this would have been the 270.25 all divided by the 115%, but percent would need to be converted to the decimal to get the multiplier. So we're going to be dividing this by 100, which is just going to give us 1.15. And when we do this calculation, we should get £235. Okay, so therefore, for the cost of the ring before the VAT was added, it would have been £235. I hope that this lesson has been helpful for you. I would like for you to like, comment, subscribe, and share all of this. So please turn on your post notification bell as well to receive updates whenever we have new contents uploaded for you. I will see you in the next one. Have a lovely day.